Hello everyone. After a very long time, I think after 1.5 years, I'm back in the process of filming videos where I would like to document my book reading process. And I have never posted vlogs on my channel Book Tales by Preetha. So today I thought, why not vlog and document my reading journey. I was under too much pressure for the last 1.5 years because I was building my own company where we work into social media marketing, public relations, and other things. So I was not reading too much book in the last in 2021 or 2022, but in 2023 finally I have got the time to read certain books, and it is after a long period that I have taken a day off, and I thought, why not spend today reading some books. So today on 4th of February 2023, it is 5 minutes to 12 a.m. Kolkata now, and I thought, why not complete the books that I was reading. One of them is In Other Words by Jhumpa Lahiri. I am an avid fan of Jhumpa Lahiri and she's my favorite author. If you have seen my previous videos, you will know that I make it a point to read all her books. This was one of the books that I was longing to get a physical copy for a very long time, and finally, I think about 7 8 days back, I collected this book. So, this is one of the books that I'm reading. Sorry for the background sound, I can't help it. This is a vlog, so you will get some background noise. Now, in this particular book, Jhumpa Lahiri talks about her process of learning Italian language. So, I have read about 41 pages of this book, and it's her language. I tell you, whatever she writes, be it a sentence or a paragraph, you will fall in love with her writing style. So, if you want to read books that are extremely well written, then you should read books by Jhumpa Lahiri, or even for that matter, Chitra Devakuruni. So, this is one of the books that I'm reading. Secondly, the whole of January, I read about 160, 170 pages of this popular bestseller, Eat, Pray, Love. I'm grooved into this book. I'm loving the book, but I have time constraints. For I have time constraints, but I hope to finish this book today. I have about 150, 160 pages left. So I want to finish this book and this one, In Other Words by Jhumpa Lahiri. And if there is more time, then I want to start another book that is, if you can see it, it's in the e version. Uh, Kitchen. Kitchen is also a very popular book, and this is by Banana Yoshimoto. I have heard a lot about this book also. So this is only 116 pages. So let me see how long I can continue reading today. I am not setting a timeline for the day, like I will read for 12 hours or 24 hours. See those videos of a lot of book vloggers who do it. But since I am starting to read book in a routine manner after a very long time, the only aim is to read, and let's see how much I can finish. Wish me luck so that at least I can film the whole video and complete the books that I have committed. So I will document the entire process, and let's see what's installed. Even I don't know what's installed in the later part of the video because this video is complete impromptu, and let me see where it goes. Please continue watching this video till the end, and do let me know in the comment how you are liking this form of video shoot. Okay, today I started with beginning again, Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. Now, this book is the autobiography of Elizabeth Gilbert. This book was, I guess, written during early 2000 when she was in her 30s. Uh, she had married the love of her life, but later they go for divorce because Gilbert wasn't interested to start a family with the person she loved. After her divorce, she had a fling with another person, but mentally she wasn't satisfied with him. Then, to find out the purpose of life, Elizabeth Gilbert, who still was a aspiring writer at that point of time, with all the savings that she had, she goes on to take a break of about 1.5 years where she visits three different countries, predominantly Italy in Rome. Then she goes to India, and thirdly, she selects Bali, Indonesia. As of now, I am reading the India chapter in her life, but back she went to Italy where she had learnt Italian language in 6 months. She had made a couple of new friends. She got to know about each of their lives, which is very well described by her in this book. If you have read non-fiction, The Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, you will find very many relatability of that book with this particular book and the mention of this book in her non-fiction. And I'm supremely enjoying this book. I might be saying a wrong English, but this book talks about what is a person's purpose in life. Basically, for that, this woman, Elizabeth Gilbert, goes to take a break from her life, and now she is residing in a particular ashram, which is near Maharashtra, where again she meets different individuals in different who are in different walks of life. She talks about the backstory of these individuals. And you know what? When I am reading this particular book, like I am in my late 30s now, and I am finding this particular book so relatable. And let me see how the visit of Elizabeth Gilbert to this particular ashram in India takes her forth. So, till then, wait for my next video. Okay, as I am doing this reading vlog, I should mention about certain interesting lines or paragraphs that I found in this particular book. One such is this one in page number 164, and it tells about, in actuality, I really only think about a few things. I think about them constantly. I believe the official term is brooding. I brood about my divorce, all the pain of my marriage, all the mistakes I made, all the mistakes my husband made, and then there is no return from the dark topic. And I start brooding about David. David was the person with whom she had a fling for a short period. Also, another sentence I tell over here is about, just a second, I'll tell you. Uh, hmm. It's in page number 180, where is it? Here is what caught myself thinking about in meditation this morning. I was wondering where I should live once this year of traveling has ended. I don't want to move back to New York just out of reflex. Be a new town instead. Austin is supposed to be nice, and Chicago has all the beautiful architecture. Horrible winters though. Or maybe I will live abroad. I have heard good things about Sydney. If I live somewhere cheaper than New York, and maybe I could afford an extra bedroom, and then I could have special meditation room. That had be nice. I could be I could paint it gold, or maybe a rich blue. No, gold, no blue. Interesting, isn't it? This is what we as humans feel. Even if we are in meditation, we think about so many things. So many things move in our mind. even when we are sitting silent and still. So these are the small anecdotes or snippets that are written in this book that I am actually finding so relatable. Have you read this book, Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert? There is also a movie which stars Julia Roberts. I have not seen the movie. My purpose was to read this book first and then to see the film. So, which one do you find better, the book or the film? Do mention in the comments down. It's about 3 p.m. now, and I completed the India part of Eat, Pray, Love. And to tell the long story short, it's about uh, Gilbert finds her inner being or her inner self in India, in her India trip to the ashram. She finds the perfect word that she was looking for a very long time to define herself. She talks about philosophies, mainly the life's philosophies, and reading this book is like what made me feel that she got uh, enlightened and divine feelings while she was in the ashram in the last 2 months. She was staying here for a period of 6 months, and it was the last 2 months that were life changing for her. How is it? How it changed her as a person to find out. You must read this amazing book, Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. Yes, certain places you will find repetitive. You may also feel bored about it, but uh, read the whole part. I'm sure you will enjoy it. At some places, even I was feeling like to keep the book, but once I finished, it is about half an hour back, I finished reading the India part, and yes, it indeed makes you think. It makes you think about, as an individual, what are your long term goals and pursuit. So, I don't know, I will read the next part now or not, but let's see. And you keep watching the video to find out what I read next, whether I continue the Bali, Indonesia part of this book or I start reading some other book. Till then, I will see you in the next part of the video. Okay, it's Saturday afternoon and it's about 4:15 p.m. And every weekend, I try to find out my account status and check whether I have to go and collect cash from my ATM counter or whatever I have will suffice this week. Okay, and now regarding my reading status, the next book that I plan to read now is Kitchen by Banana. Some weird title she had. I forgot the name. I'll write it over here. This particular book, again, I have heard a lot about this particular book in Bookstagram and YouTube videos. It's a collection of two short stories. It was written in late 1980s in Japanese language, and the book has got various awards. This is all the knowledge I have about this particular book, and it talks about kitchen, it talks about mother, it talks about transsexuality. That's what I found out once I was checking on Amazon about this particular book. I got an ebook and Google, so I plan to read from there and will tell like what is there in this particular book. Hi everyone, back to my reading once again. Sorry. For the past 3 to 4 hours, I did not read because I had an unexpected guest at my home, and I'm back to reading. Now I'm reading Kitchen. I had completed about 15-16 pages. Also, the version that I showed in the previous video, it was written in some language other than English, which I didn't know. So I downloaded the PDF version, which was available in Google, and I just got introduced into the story where I see that a particular girl who has lost her grandmother only 2-3 days back. She was residing with her grandmother, and the speciality is she used to uh, stay beside her kitchen, and the story takes forward where she gets acquainted with a guy and his family in whose shop, which was a flower shop, Her grandmother was a regular visitor. Now, once she goes to the guy's house, what are the different instances that she witnesses in the guy's house is what I'm reading currently. To know more, stay tuned. It's about 12:35 a.m. now, and I read about 70 pages out of 151 pages. That is nearly 50% of this particular book, Kitchen. Japanese books have got this specification in all the Japanese novels, novellas, short stories that I have read. They start with a very good note. You find the stories very intriguing. In between, they get a little dragged, and that is what is exactly happening in the particular novella that I'm reading in Kitchen. And the story started with a very, very good note, and then now where I'm reading, I see that the story is getting unnecessarily dragged. But as I have already finished more than 50% of the book, and it's only 151 pages, so I hope to finish the book soon. But since I am reading the book on my tab, so it is affecting my eyes, and I thought to keep it for today and read it some other day, and go to my next book for the day, which is In Other Words by Jhumpa Lahiri. This book I read now every day before going to sleep. It is her writing, of which I am a fan. You can see the videos of whereabouts of Lowland, which I have in my channel, Book Tales by Preetha. Those are detailed reviews of those books. This book was a long due. I went to Oxford Park Street, Kolkata, a couple of days back, and again I saw this book over there, and the very moment I saw it, I grabbed it. I have read about 41, 42 pages of this book, and I'm already in love with the writing style. The story, the gist is like Jhumpa Lahiri, who is a popular English author. The story tells about her urge to learn a new language, and that particular language happens to be Italian. How at a late age she tries to learn the language Italian, and how the language attracts her, what makes her learn a new language at a later age, uh, how she gets engrossed in the language, the process of learning this new language at a later age is explained in simple but uh, her her mystic style of writing, of which I am a huge fan. And I will, once I complete reading this book, if you want, I can give you a detailed book review of this book, or Eat, Pray, Love, or even Kitchen if you want. And if you want it, then do comment in the comments down below. Till then, goodbye, and let me see how much I can read today, and then I will tell about my reading update in the next part of the video. About 2 a.m. and I read about 60 pages of the book In Other Words by Jhumpa Lahiri. Right now I'm feeling very sleepy, and let's see how much I can read tomorrow. Also tomorrow I have an invitation to go, so maybe I'll continue reading on after coming back or Monday morning. Till then, tata, bye bye, and good. Hello everyone. Today is Sunday, 5th of February 2023. Now, after yesterday, I did not get the time to read today because I had an invitation. Also, there were some sports going on in the locality for which the mics were on, and it was continuing till 7:30, and now it's 9:35. Now, you will ask what I was doing for the last 2 hours. I was just Instagramming, checking out some YouTube videos. That was all I was doing, and I was basically lazying and sunning. Now I am back to reading, and I was just checking out some videos on how to do annotation, because when you are reading quite many books, what happens is sometime due to your work commitments or you reading multiple books and very many reasons, you tend to sometime forget. This happens with people who are reading multiple books at a time. I am one of those who at a time prefers to read multiple books, because that takes away the monotony of reading one book for a prolonged period of time. I am not a person who like picks up one book, completes it, and then go for another book. I There have been instances where I have read 6 7 books at a time, and though I am one of those person who prefers not striking or putting any sketch pen marks on the books, and this has happened since the school time. Even when I was in school, I was somebody who didn't even like if the books cover or anything used to get torn. I used to get very upset, and that continues till now. Anything that I owe or have should be perfect, should be prim, and that is the reason I was just checking out some annotation, book annotation videos by some foreign YouTubers. Now, if you see, I have all this. What do you say, sticky notes. I have everything. I have this. I think I bought them 2 years back or more. I think before the lockdown. See, this is one I have this pad, but I have never used them. I buy it. I like buying stationaries, so I just bought it, but I have never used them. But now I am thinking to mark important quotes, the climax, or when important characterization is told, or some funny sentence or sarcastic comments being made in a story. I should mark it. Otherwise, maybe I might not remember. So that is one of the thing. I was checking out some really good annotation videos, which motivated me. Okay, I should also do this. These videos really have impact on you. Secondly, I will show you two books that I bought from Kolkata Book Fair this year. I went on 31st, and I had a PR event for a author client of mine. So after the event got over, that was the first official day for common people, and I just got two books. Predominantly, since I buy multiple books, what I saw is that if you go to the stores or the publication, there the prices of the books is quite high. Now it is good for people who buy like once in the year they go to the book fair and buy books, but people like us who are voracious reader and who buy books on a monthly basis, for people like us, I think you just go find out the book, check the details, and better order them online. But being a bookworm myself, I bought two books from the book fair, because you're going to the book fair, that's also the Kolkata book fair, and not getting any book, then it would be like बहुत ना इंसाफी है. So I bought Dubliners from Rupa Publication. This is by James Joyce. I have heard a lot of good things told by Saheli Chatterjee on her channel. I saw a copy of this one at Rupa. This is one of the books that I got. And the second book, again, this also I got it from Rupa Publication. This is H.H. Munro's Best of Saki. It is also a very thin book. So I think this is the cheapest book purchase from a book fair, not bookstore, I should say, from book fair, which I did, and my total billing for these two books were 303 rupees only. And this is a record that I just got two books, but it was very, very hard to control myself. Already my cart always remains full. I have pledged that after I complete the three books that I am making a vlog now, only then I will order the next set of books. This is also my birthday month. So maybe I will get, once I finish reading these three books, and maybe on my birthday I will get myself or gift myself some more books. I have a huge stock of new books. If you want, I will make a video on all the new books I have, or the book haul video. Do comment in the comments below if you would like to see that video. Also, now I will get back to reading In Other Words by Jhumpa Lahiri. Yesterday night I had just read 15 pages of this book. Let me see how far I can read this book. Also, I will try to make some annotation because I got highly motivated by seeing the annotation videos. Let's see. But also, I'm the kind of person who never likes to my books only have, if you have seen my previous videos, you will know that all my books only have my name written and the date on which I bought the book. Every book, and this I am doing since class 4. So it's more than 30 years that I'm doing it, and that's a habit. But other than that, I don't like striking the books, but I'm doing it because we are also getting old. Our memory will also get fade with time, so I thought, let me try it. I don't know whether I would be successful. Okay, now I have blabbered a lot. Let me get back to reading, and let's see, it's quarter to 10 now, and let's see how much I can finish this particular book, In Other Words by Jhumpa Lahiri. Till then, tata and goodbye.